Let's talk about the roadmap update. It is a good week. 4.7's in PTU, so there's not really too much to say about roadmap stuff. They might not have too much to update here, but maybe there's something interesting on the progress tracker. It's probably just going to be our armor and radar changes. Let's see. 4.7. We've got all cards on 4.7, except the Nyx Mission Pack 2, which is going to be coming at a later date. That's good. That means we're going to get another drop of Nyx missions probably next month. Besides that, though, committed are new hairstyles, light combat armor. This is actually it's one of the more pirate-themed armors that we have in game already. They're just redoing it. So when they say, yeah, new light armor, it's not new. It is redone. They don't say new. I said new. So you might recognize this. It's got that little weird maw face, mouth thing. And then we got an actual new heavy armor also coming in with that. So that's also committed. Claw Salamander Factions outfits. We just saw that as we were playing through Rock Cracker. Crafting Tier 0. We tried that. Didn't quite work. I can say this, though. The interface for crafting looks way better in the P2 than it did in Evocati. So they're making good progress on getting the UI up to date, and we might actually see it look even better by the time it goes live. Who knows? Inventory rework's also in there. It's working, but having server problems, as you know. People's service stations, these are more social-focused stations. This is going to help to build out Nyx, which right now is a pretty empty system. Not too fun to be in because you can run out of gas easily. Gas, whatever. And you can not find as many FPS-focused missions, whether that's repairing, investigating, or combat. They're not as common. So until they can build out more of this stuff, I would say stay away from Nyx for your main system. But this definitely helps. More places to stop off and refuel. QV breaker stations are also the place where all the conflict's happening. New Wicklow ships, I'm sure, make many of you jump for joy. FPS weapons refactor and Max Ox neutron cannon size 3 repeaters. They said implementing a new size 3 neutron weapon in the PU, the Max Ox NN15 cannon. This was brought to 4.7 from the 4.6 Marina Commander and has been marked as committed. So another neutron cannon, I believe, means distortion damage. Distortion is becoming a very important part of this game. Not only can it disable your ship, it can lower the amount of power you have, which, as of the release of engineering, we have learned that maybe now, maybe not quite now, but slowly over time, this is all starting to happen. Your radar, your ability to lock on to targets, your ability to get pips on targets, based on your power. Your mining lasers, based on your power. Your weapon count, based on your power. The speed your ship can fly, based on your power. The life support, the boost you have available to you, tractor beams, everything based on power. So if they're starting to double down more on this distribution damage in weapons, there's going to be a lot more strategy being built into loadouts to use this rather than having to punch through somebody's shields, you know? And also with the armor changes that are coming in, there's just a lot more strategy being brought into ship combat, which is interesting. Now, the FPS weapon art refactor was updating visual material and texture for the following weapons and equipment. Got the Bearing BR2 shotgun, the GP33 grenade launcher, the P8 AR rifle, P8 SC SMG, S38 pistol, the Gemini A03 sniper, the C54 SMG, the LH86 pistol, the R97 shotgun, and the S71 DMR, the Klaus and Werner arc light pistol, the Arrowhead sniper, the Demico LMG, the Gallant rifle, the Lumen SMG, and the Lightning Bolt Uberev and Atscav. Those are the pistol and sniper. The Castek Arms Karna is a rifle. And the fire extinguisher. Well, that's in a WMD, dude. Interesting to see what the weapon art refactors were. I didn't pay too much attention. I had a P8SC, and I didn't really look that deep into it. But we'll have to do another looky-loo at these new weapons and maybe a little showcase of what they look like differently from the last patch. QV breaker stations located in the Keeger Belt. QV breaker stations provide key infrastructure and operations accessible through contracts. These mining rights are either exclusive or shared. I can tell you, both of these are findable by other players. I do think as time goes on, people aren't going to really care that much to look for the exclusive ones unless you are hell-bent on trying to ruin somebody's game. But for the most part, I think the shared ones are going to be where most people are running into other people. And I got killed at first sight, which sucked. But I also ran into somebody who worked together with us. And I think that is how it could work and how it should work. Unfortunately, CIG has screwed us over with no social tools, but I think we should be trying to be the difference we want to see in at least attempting to work together. Make people feel a little more comfortable. Let's try to move away from the shoot first, ask questions later kind of thing. But I will say this. These are a new thing added to the game, okay? They're not made to be PvP oriented, but a lot of people will show up at them, and therefore you might run into folks while you're at them. That's just how these are when they're brand new until we get instancing into the game, which I think this is made for. Until then, I'll let you know how these go over the next couple weeks. The new Wicklow ship offerings are including an Apollo Triage with updated components and unique base livery. Doesn't look like anything else though. And then the People's Service Stations are, like I said, the social stations in Nyx, managed by the People's Alliance. Probably doesn't matter what your reputation is with them yet, but sometime in the future, hopefully I will. This has been your roadmap roundup for the week of, what is this week? March 11th. Not too much to surprise you here. These are the more boring roadmap roundups because this is all going into our hands as it's being announced, but gives you a better idea of everything that's coming in 4.7. I'll have a full update video for you guys in the next couple weeks on the main channel and the daily updates on the second channel. Thanks for checking this out though. Hope you got the news.